It's officially been 5 years since we first got our hands on the Zombie Chronicles DLC for Black Ops 3. This package contained 8 faithful remasters from World at War, Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, and would set us back a whopping $24.99. This DLC was an absolute game changer for Zombies because not only was these maps being remastered using BO3's sweet engine, but it included fan favourites such as Kino de Toten, Ascension, Origins, and of course the classic World at War maps along with many others. Now of course, given the fact that World at War maps had already been previously remastered for Black Ops 1, having them remastered for a second time didn't exactly get us jumping out of our seat, but having the other maps remastered on the other hand was a nice touch and made it worth every penny, to an extent. Now some of you may argue that instead of the World at War maps, we should have been given faithful remasters of Call of the Dead, Buried, Mob of the Dead, DRYZEN, and everyone's favourite, the iconic TranZit. However, instead of including all the BO2 maps and the missing Call of the Dead to round off Black Ops 1 era, Treyarch decided to go against this and instead decided to only include Origins as part of the Black Ops 2 era, which in my opinion is very strange, as Origins was the last Zombies map to be released on the Black Ops 2 as part of the Apocalypse DLC. So the real question is, why include Origins and not the others, vice versa for Black Ops 1? Well, unfortunately guys, that's something we'll never know the answer to. However, on November 2020, Call of Duty Cold War was released, and Treyarch decided it was time for the Zombies mode to take a whole new approach, and introduced us to new features such as kill streaks, upgradable perks using a tier system, and even included an exfil option for those who might enjoy an endgame. Now as DLC started to get released, Zombies Chronicles 2 started to surface and people began asking the big question, where on earth is Zombies Chronicles 2? And the simple answer to that question would be non-existent, and that's the point I'm trying to make. They're more than happy to go down a new pathway and run the risk of upsetting the hardcore zombie fans, but yet they can't be bothered to remaster all maps that have already been put out before. And to be honest, that would have made the hardcore fans happy, as if they did end up disliking the new approach, they would still have the faithful remasters to enjoy and come back to whenever they please. The point I'm trying to make is, if you're going to do a job, then do it properly. Because what once started out as a small mistake, which could have easily been fixed via a simple update or a free add-on, it's now blown up into a whole heap of mess, leaving the hardcore zombie fans severely pissed off. Now if you're still watching up until this point, you're a legend, and I can gladly inform you that this is where the fun starts. So as you guys know, custom zombies has been around for years, and so many awesome maps have been created along the way. Now it's fair to say that us, the zombie community, have been waiting for Zombies Chronicles 2 for way too long, and it looks like we're never going to see an official release. So the custom zombie community has said, you know what, enough is enough, we're going to take matters into our own hands, and that's exactly what they've done. So let's start off with Call of the Dead Remastered, created by Sean, aka Copforthat, DMAC442 and Planet, and of course everyone else who has worked on this map, so shout out to you all. Now Call of the Dead has been a fan favourite ever since its first drop back when Black Ops 1 was around, and these guys have done an incredible job, allowing us to relive them classic memories and taking us back to the good old days. This remaster would have taken an extremely long time to put together, and Sean and the team would have had to reconstruct the entire map one-to-one from the ground up, whilst ensuring the original Easter egg was implemented, along with making sure the map's classic atmosphere was not lost along the way. Now I have good news for you people, this map is out now on the Steam Workshop as we speak, and the link to download the map is in the description. Next up on the list we have TranZit, aka Green One, created by Verco. Now this ain't an easy task whatsoever. This man has to recreate multiple areas such as the bus depot, town, farm and the reactor room from where the power is located, making sure that each area is one-to-one and doesn't feel like it's missing something. Along with that, he would need to ensure things like the transit bus functions as it's supposed to, along with the special boss, the Avogadro, and he needs to make sure that the original Easter egg from BO2 is implemented as well, which again isn't an easy task whatsoever. The progress of this remaster is coming along real nice, and Verco has been releasing small areas of transit for us to test. So if you guys wish to try out this yourself, I believe you can sign up to his Patreon and gain some early access that way. Next up we have the infamous Buried remaster, created by Slayin. Now I'm sure when we all hear the words buried and remastered in the same sentence, we all just want to strip down to our birthday suit and run around like a crazy person. This remaster is coming along so damn nicely, and we've had the privilege of receiving regular updates on Twitter with images and videos of the progress being made. And I have to say, it brings a tear to my eye seeing how good this looks. On top of that, thankfully due to other custom maps already containing some buried assets such as Leroy and the Witches, it makes this remaster just a little bit less stressful, as the map maker can focus on making sure the map is one-to-one along with implementing the map's main Easter egg. But again guys, this ain't no walk in the park. Buried's landscape and infrastructure would be extremely difficult to replicate, so massive props going out to them. Next up is DRYZEN. Mr. MRTLEXIFY recently announced on one of his streams that him and XELA are going to be working together in order to bring us a fully fledged DRYZEN remaster. Now for those who may or may not know who XELA is, He is the one who created maps such as Town Remastered, which is the second most downloaded custom map on the workshop, alongside Bus Depot, Gulag for Modern Warfare, and of course Clinic of Hell, which is a remaster of Clinic of Evil from the World at War days. Now, as this was just announced recently, we of course do not have any footage or snips to show, and I would imagine this remaster would probably be on hold for now, as XELA has a lot going on at the moment with other projects that he's currently working on. But that's not to say it won't be happening, it's just it might not be as fast as you may want it to happen. And finally on the list we have Mob of the Dead. Now the reason why I put Mob of the Dead last is because it's already been remastered for Black Ops 3 and it's been on the workshop since 2017. The map creators, Jarik and Motolegacy, have done a great job, and as a result their remaster has earned them a 5-star rating with over 1,000 comments, most of them being really positive. Now I say mostly positive because there are still a handful of people out there who say they have been experiencing bugs etc. even after a patch that had been released. But to be honest, for a remaster that was done in 2017, I don't think you can argue too much. And let's face it, you never know if an updated remaster of Mob of the Dead could well and truly be in the pipeline. We just don't know about it yet. But as far as Mob of the Dead remasters go, this one for sure is fantastic, and if you're looking for that classic BO2 nostalgia, but on an updated engine, this remaster is a must play. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is Zombies Chronicles 2 and it's officially coming to Black Ops 3. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you did, please smash that like button, comment down below, and of course subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.